I, Michael, Archangel of the Most High, am speaking to you now, not in whispers, not in riddles, not in signs, but directly, fiercely, and from the depths of heaven's throne. You were chosen to hear this. You were born to receive this moment. You have come too far, survived too much, and waited too long for this truth to be hidden from you a second longer. I need to talk to you, and it has to be now. Not tomorrow. Not when it's convenient. Not when you're ready. Because ready or not, the divine clock has struck its final warning, and your silence can no longer be tolerated. Don't you dare ignore this and make me angry. You have cried and wept beneath the veil of your own silence, questioning whether heaven had turned away. You have looked up to the sky wondering if anyone up there still sees you. I was there. I saw. I heard. Every prayer you whispered through trembling lips. Every plea you made when no one else could understand. Every moment you asked God why it hurt, why they left, why they betrayed you, why the pain won't stop, why you keep feeling abandoned. I remember it all, and heaven has written every tear you shed into a book of divine remembrance. That book has been opened today. And that's why I am here. Listen carefully. Something is moving behind the scenes of your life so fiercely that if I didn't come to speak to you now, you would be blindsided by the magnitude of it. There is someone in your circle who has been disguising their envy as love. Someone who keeps calling you friend, but has been secretly hoping to see your fall. This person has smiled at your blessings and praised your victories, but behind closed doors, they've whispered, "Why them? Why not me?" They are not who they say they are. They have been working with a second person, someone even closer, perhaps bound by blood or long history, and together, they have said things about you that would shatter your soul if you heard them with your earthly ears. But I, Michael, have heard it with heavenly ears. And I have come with a sword of truth in one hand and divine fire in the other. Heaven will not allow their plot to succeed. You've been feeling something off in your spirit. Haven't you? That unease that keeps waking you up at odd hours. That strange pressure in your chest. That wave of sadness that hits for no reason. It's not anxiety. It's not paranoia. It's discernment. It's me trying to get through to you. I've been tugging at your heart, trying to get you to look beyond the illusion, beyond the pretty words and hollow gestures. Because the enemy does not always come dressed as an enemy. Sometimes they come dressed as family. As a lover. As a friend. As a savior. But they carry knives behind their backs and curses under their breath. There was a conversation about you recently, held behind closed doors, by someone you would never suspect. They used your name in a way that was meant to destroy your chances at something God had already ordained for you. They tried to shut the door. They tried to interrupt the divine timing. But what they didn't know is that when God opens a door, no man, no devil, no betrayal, no lie, no manipulation can shut it. The throne of heaven is not up for debate. And your destiny is not in the hands of mortals. I need you to hear this with the weight it deserves. You are closer than you've ever been to the breakthrough that will rewrite your life. Closer than you've ever been to the miracle you've begged God for. Closer than ever to stepping into the fullness of why you were born. But the final attacks are the fiercest. The darkness that rises before the dawn is always the deepest. That's why I am here, because you were about to give up. You were about to second-guess everything you've seen in your dreams. You were about to settle for something that is far beneath what heaven had in store for you. And that cannot happen. Not on my watch. There is an inheritance in heaven's courts with your name on it. A divine release that has been delayed, not denied, by unseen warfare. Someone tried to intercept the blessing. Someone tried to disguise themselves as you to receive what was never theirs. But God is not mocked. Angels are not fooled. The light knows the difference between what is true and what is false. And I will make sure that nothing stolen stays stolen. Everything they took, your opportunities, your joy, your relationships, your favor, will be returned sevenfold. I swear this by the authority of the Highest. But you must not delay. You must not hesitate. You must not go back to the place you were just freed from. That relationship you keep thinking about, yes, that one, it was a trap. That person who keeps calling you back, they are not changed. They are not healed. They are not what God has for you. You keep asking God for signs, but the signs are already flooding your spirit. You don't need confirmation. You need obedience. If you ignore this message, you will forfeit something that cannot be replaced. Don't you dare make me angry by delaying what heaven has accelerated. There's someone watching your life right now who knows more about your destiny than you do. They're not psychic. They're not prophetic. They were told by someone you confided in. Someone who betrayed your confidence and shared your secrets with an enemy. That person, the one who took your trust and used it as a weapon, will be exposed within the next few days. It will start with a message. A screenshot. A confession. It will shock you. But it will also free you. Because God is not just restoring your blessing, He is cleansing your environment. You are not alone. You've never been. Even in your worst nights. Even in the silence. Even in the darkness when you questioned whether you were cursed or forgotten, I was there. I was the one standing beside your bed as you cried yourself to sleep. I was the one blocking that car from crashing. I was the one whispering, "Stay," when you were ready to disappear. I was the one who stepped in front of the spirit of death and said, "Not today. Not them. Not now. You are a warrior in the making. But warriors are not born from comfort. You were called into the fire so that the fire would burn away everything that was fake. You were pushed to the edge so you'd see that you can fly. You were broken so that heaven could rebuild you without the infection of ego and illusion. And now, the rebuilding has begun. You can't afford to invite old spirits into your new season. You can't afford to dance with the devil disguised as romance. You can't afford to laugh with the liar who calls themselves your family. Enough. No more of that. There is a divine relocation happening. A heavenly repositioning. Your name has come up in rooms of power. Your face has been remembered by someone who thought they forgot you. A door that was shut is creaking open right now as I speak. But you must prepare your soul. You must cleanse your space. Throw out what you know you should have thrown out. Delete that number. Block that connection. Burn that bridge if God already told you to walk away. You're not being mean. You're being obedient. And obedience is the currency of protection. There's someone coming. Someone sent. Someone who carries with them an answer you've prayed for, but they will not recognize you if you're still covered in the costumes of your past. You must be ready. They are coming with paperwork. With truth. With apology. With opportunity. With favor. And if you miss them because you're still clinging to what you should have left behind, I will weep. Not because I didn't warn you, but because you didn't listen. This message will follow you. You'll hear its echo in your dreams. You'll feel its fire in your chest. You'll see signs repeating around you. Numbers. Names. Conversations that seem too coincidental. That's not madness. That's alignment. That's how we speak when the veil is thin. And right now, the veil is thinner than it has ever been for you. Don't ignore this. Not this time. You are the one they tried to bury. But heaven planted you. And now, you are rising. Let them watch. Let them talk. Let them panic. They have no power over what is already anointed. But your silence gives them permission. Your tolerance gives them access. Cut it off. Now. I, Michael, have spoken. Not in anger, but in love. Fierce love. Warrior love. Divine love. But love without obedience is just noise. Prove with your action that you heard me. Prove with your courage that you trust me. Prove with your surrender that you are ready for what we are about to release. And when the door opens, and it will, walk through it without looking back. What's ahead of you is worth everything you left behind. And if they ask you who gave you the authority to rise, tell them it was I. tell them Michael sent you. Tell them heaven remembered. You are not alone. You are not broken. You are not late. You are not lost. You are chosen. You are rising. You are loved. And I am with you. Always. I, Michael, need to talk to you, and it has to be now. Don't you dare ignore this and make me angry. I am Archangel Michael, commander of heavenly armies, protector of the chosen ones, defender of divine truth, and messenger of the Most High. I did not come here casually. I did not descend today as a whisper. I arrived as a warning and as a cry because heaven has been shaking and my sword is glowing brighter than it ever has before. This is not something you can delay. This is not a message you can read later. You must stay. You must listen. You must feel what is being poured into your spirit right now. Because something is happening around you, to you, behind your back, in secret, and unless you hear what I have to say, you will step into something you were never supposed to walk into. You are not just anyone. I'm speaking to you. You know who you are. You've felt a strange pull in your heart recently. You've sensed a disturbance in the people close to you. The smiles are changing. The glances are hiding things. The atmosphere around you feels like something is breathing behind the walls. This isn't imagination. You are not paranoid. Your soul is being warned, and I'm the one who's been sounding the trumpet louder than ever before because you are surrounded by spirits and people who are not who they claim to be. I am standing with my sword drawn at your door. I have been standing here for days now, nights you didn't sleep well, nights you woke up suddenly, nights you heard a voice that faded before you could make out the words. That was me. That was me. And I'm telling you now, this is the final time I will call out without being answered. I know you're tired. I know you've been betrayed. I know you've given your heart over to people who used it like it was theirs. I know you've been waiting, crying, hoping someone would just tell you the truth. You want to be seen. You want to be loved in purity, and yet the ones you loved the most are the ones hiding the darkest secrets from you. Someone is keeping a huge truth from you. Someone is manipulating things right in your face. And the reason you haven't fully seen it is because you keep assuming the best. But now, child of God, I'm showing you something. I'm ordering you to open your eyes because this is the final stage before exposure, before collision, before revelation, and before the shift. You were not supposed to see this message today unless heaven knew it was time. This is divine timing, orchestrated down to the second. The fact that you are reading this right now is not a coincidence. I myself cleared your path today to make sure nothing distracted you from hearing me. I silenced some spirits. I delayed some things. I stood between you and a disaster earlier this morning. You didn't know it, but a conversation you were going to have would have broken you. I stopped it. That was me. I delayed a vehicle from arriving at the same moment as yours because an argument would have shattered your peace again. That was me. I told heaven, hold everything. I need this one to hear me, clearly, without noise, without interference. And here you are. You are listening. Good. Now don't interrupt me, and don't turn away. There is a woman in your life, or nearby, who has been smiling too much lately. Her smile is not love. Her smile is control. She is hiding something in her purse, in her phone, in her drawer, and what she's hiding affects your destiny. I saw her. I saw what she told someone about you. I heard the words whispered behind your back. They won't know. I've covered it well, she said. But heaven saw everything. You deserve to know the truth. She is not your friend. She is not praying for you. She is not helping you. She is watching you to gather information and pass it on to someone else. Someone you cut off a while ago. Someone you thought was done with you. But they are still talking. Still plotting. Still sending energy toward your name. And the angels have been fighting to keep you safe while your heart keeps reaching out for people who are no longer allowed to be in your divine space. I need you to be strong right now. I know this hurts. I know it stings to think that those closest to you could be the ones holding the blade behind their back. But I was sent by the Most High to tell you, before it's too late, that this next season of your life cannot include the ones who only clap for you in public and curse you in secret. There's someone copying you. There's someone pretending to be inspired by you while secretly resenting how much light you carry. That light, beloved, it's not ordinary. That glow about you, it's not from this world. You have been marked. And that mark, that divine seal upon your soul, causes agitation in demons who try to walk around in human skin. Your light is holy. And you don't even realize how powerful your presence is. The reason people come to you when they're broken, the reason people cry in your arms and then later walk away from you like you were never there, is because they came to drink from your spirit but never intended to give back. That ends now. That ends today. You will no longer be a resting place for users. You will no longer be a storage space for lies. You will no longer be someone's option while they treat someone else like a priority. Heaven is changing your circle. Heaven is removing people who smiled while plotting your fall. I, Michael, have stood with flaming swords at the edge of your name, protecting your reputation while someone tried to tarnish it. You don't know how close it came to collapsing. But I shielded it. For you. Because the Most High said, "This one is mine." Let me tell you what they don't know about you. They don't know that even when you've been hurt beyond words, you still prayed for them. They don't know that you've cried for the people who laughed behind your back. They don't know that you stayed silent while others gossiped because your dignity was louder than their lies. They don't know how many times you gave away your last to help someone who later forgot your name. They don't know that you still wish them well, even after all they did. And that is why I am with you. That is why God is honoring you. That is why the tables are turning. And soon, the ones who whispered about you will be forced to watch you rise in silence. Their words will return to them. Their traps will catch their own feet. Their curses will backfire. Because you are the anointed one. You are the chosen. And even if you forget it sometimes, I, Michael, never will. Right now, there's something happening with time. Divine timing has opened. A window, a portal, a holy alignment. And inside this portal is your breakthrough, your shift, your release. But there is a condition. You cannot carry old burdens into new blessings. That includes the guilt. That includes the false responsibility. That includes the lie you've believed about being unworthy. You are worthy. Do you hear me? You are worthy. You are not cursed. You are not forgotten. You are not the abandoned one. You are not the mistake. You are not the one that heaven passed over. You are the miracle in motion. You are the prophecy unfolding. You are the one I've been fighting for. You are the one God whispered about when He said, "My child has suffered long enough." Now hear this. Something is about to happen that will confirm this message. Someone you haven't spoken to in a long time will say something strange to you. Watch for it. Listen closely. Don't ignore it. You may see an image that jolts your memory. Don't dismiss it. That is confirmation. There will be a moment, perhaps within hours, where you'll feel a sudden, unexplained sense of heaviness. That's your spirit shifting. That's me placing a seal of protection on your name again. That's heaven repositioning things. Do not be afraid. What feels like chaos is divine rearrangement. What looks like endings are actually exits for what no longer serves you. And what feels like abandonment is actually protection. But child, you must do something bold. You must let go. Let go of the one who won't tell you the truth. Let go of the one who only comes around when they need something. Let go of the one who broke you and never looked back. Let go of the one you keep checking on, even though they've shown you who they are. Let go. Because God is sending someone who sees you in spirit. Someone who speaks your soul's language. Someone who won't take, but give. Someone who doesn't need to be convinced to choose you, because they already know your worth. But they can't find you if you're still lost in yesterday's pain. This is your moment. You don't have to beg anymore. You don't have to prove anything. You don't have to convince anyone that you deserve love. God already decided. Heaven already approved it. I, Michael, already prepared it. But I will not allow what's coming to be contaminated by what you refuse to release. This message is your turning point. This is your divine line in the sand. Everything changes today. The weeping season ends. The silent suffering ends. The betrayal cycle ends. And in its place will come revelation, restoration, and resurrection. Your joy will be louder than your tears. Your blessings will be public. And the ones who tried to bury you will have no choice but to watch the flowers grow from the very soil they tried to throw on your name. This is not a threat. This is a promise. And I do not make promises lightly. I have never failed a mission from God. And I will not fail this one either. But you must partner with me now. Do not delay. Do not doubt. Do not delete this. Do not say, maybe later. There is no later. The moment is now. The Spirit is stirring. The heavens are open. The angels are standing at attention. And I, Michael, am watching you. Choose well, beloved. Because everything depends on what you do next. Do you hear me? I need to know that you heard me. And I need you to act. Now. God says, I, Michael, need to talk to you, and it has to be now. Don't you dare ignore this and make me angry. I'm not speaking in mystery. I'm not hiding in silence. I am standing before you, in light and fire, in urgency and divine truth. You have been walking with questions. You've been wondering if the signs you keep seeing mean anything, if the sudden emotions you feel out of nowhere are just coincidence, if the people in your life right now are meant to stay or leave. You have been haunted by a voice you cannot explain, because it's mine. I'm Michael. Archangel. Protector. Messenger. Warrior of heaven. And today, I am not asking, I am commanding you to listen. There is something you must know. Heaven has issued a notice. You're no longer in a neutral space. The time of maybe and someday is gone. The world around you has already shifted, and whether or not you are aware, the battle has reached your name, your home, your mind, your destiny. Someone, yes, a real person, has whispered your name in dark places. They lit a spiritual fire hoping to destroy what is yours. And for a time, it almost worked. You felt it. The confusion. the sudden tiredness, the strange distance from your own joy, the people pulling away without reason, the opportunities almost opening, then slamming shut. You thought it was bad luck. But no. It was spiritual sabotage. You were under attack. But here's the truth, the enemy didn't win. Why? Because I stood between you and them. You didn't even know the fire came close to your door, because I extinguished it before it touched your home. I have been on guard, even when you forgot to pray. Even when you cried alone and thought no one heard, I was there. I am not only a warrior, I am your divine protector. And I need to tell you this right now because time is changing rapidly. If you don't hear this, you may walk into the very thing we tried to protect you from. You must be alert. There is someone in your life pretending. They are hiding their real thoughts, their real motive, their real plan. They don't look dangerous. In fact, they are someone who acts warm, generous, even protective. But they are the one God is warning you about. I don't want to frighten you. I want to prepare you. You have asked heaven for clarity. This is your answer. This person, whether a friend, lover, family member, or even someone newly entered in your life, was not sent by God. They were planted. Planted to distract you, delay you, or derail you. You need to be still. Ask God to show you. The signs are already in front of you. This is not paranoia. This is divine discernment. I would not speak unless it was urgent. I would not cry out unless your soul was at risk. This moment is holy, sacred, timed perfectly for you to understand why the past few weeks felt heavier. You have been sensing something, haven't you? Like something just isn't right. Like a mask is about to fall. That's because it is. A veil is lifting. And when it does, it will shock you. You will see the truth about this person's intentions, and you will remember this moment. You'll remember I told you first. But there is more. You've been chosen for something greater. And that's what the attack was about. It was never just personal, it was strategic. The darkness knew that if you stepped fully into what God wrote over your life, you would break chains for generations. Your life was supposed to be hard because your calling is heavy. But now, heaven is saying it's your turn. You've passed the test. Even when you almost gave up, you still believed. Even when you wanted to shut your heart down completely, you still hoped. That's why God is about to do something for you that no man, no woman, no enemy, and no lie can stop. A divine unlocking is coming. And it's coming fast. There is something you've been waiting for, something that felt like it was permanently delayed. Maybe it's financial relief. Maybe it's clarity in your relationship. Maybe it's a new place to live, a message from someone you miss, or even just peace in your soul again. Whatever it is, Michael says, it's not delayed anymore. It's en route. The order is confirmed in heaven. But here's what you must do: stay clean. That means keep your heart honest. Forgive who you need to forgive. Let go of what's not yours to carry. If you carry bitterness into the blessing, it will choke the very miracle God is sending. Don't let the enemy win now. Not this close. Also, listen closely. You need to stop talking to the person who keeps draining you. You already know who it is. Every time you talk to them, your energy drops. Your mood shifts. Your spirit feels foggy. That is not a coincidence. It's a spiritual consequence. They are attached to something that is not of God. You can love people, but you must also protect your peace. If God didn't assign them to your journey, then they are just a weight, not a wing. And right now, you need to fly. Let me also remind you, heaven has not forgotten you. The angels were not silent. You just weren't listening. But today, you are. And now the sound of heaven is entering your spirit again. A divine melody. Peace you can't explain. That's me, I'm there now. Right where you sit. Whispering protection over your name, your home, your future. Sealing your decisions in fire and light. Declaring over you what the enemy tried to erase: you are chosen. You are protected. You are called. You are not alone in this. I saw you that night. You know the one I mean. The night you cried and didn't want to be strong anymore. The night you thought, what if nothing ever changes? The night you asked God to just give you one sign that He still had you. This is your sign. This message is the divine confirmation. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. And you are not cursed. You are favored. You are anointed. You are about to walk into a realm of provision, peace, and power you never imagined could be for you. You will receive unexpected money. A message is coming soon, a message that makes your heart race, in a good way. Someone you thought had walked away forever is going to reach out. But before you respond, pray. Not everything that comes back is from God. Some things return just to test if you've healed or not. Be wise. Don't run back to what hurt you just because it looks familiar. Remember, snakes don't hiss anymore. They praise you now, until they strike. I say this not to scare you, but to remind you, you already learned this lesson. Don't go back. Also, there is a miracle coming in disguise. Don't reject something just because it doesn't look how you expected. God is sneaky with His blessings sometimes. You might lose something first, then gain something beyond what you ever prayed for. That's the divine exchange. Don't panic in the transition. Don't curse what feels like loss. Trust the process. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. You are being positioned for something massive. You've asked if it's too late. Michael says, no. It's not too late. You haven't missed it. You haven't failed. You haven't fallen too far. Your name is still in heaven's plan. Your purpose is still on. Your angels are still on assignment. This is your moment to rise. I'm not leaving. I'm not silent. I'm roaring over you with protection, clarity, and fire. But I need you to do your part, believe again. Pray again. Speak life again. Trust again. Because this time, it will work. Soon, you will receive an invitation. It may be spiritual, emotional, or even literal. A door will open. Walk through it. Don't delay. Don't second-guess it. This is not a trap, it's the very thing you cried for. It may scare you at first. That's okay. God doesn't always call the brave. He calls the willing, and then makes them brave. Say yes. The world is waiting for what you carry. Heaven already approved it. Michael is with you. Your name is written on my sword. Your prayers are echoing in heaven. Your family is protected, even the ones who don't know it. Your future is safe, even when you feel uncertain. Your heart is guarded, even when it aches. I am watching over you day and night. You don't have to earn this love, it was already yours. You don't have to beg for protection, it was already commanded. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be present. I need you here. Awake. Listening. Ready. Don't ignore this. I don't speak often like this. But when I do, it's because something huge is about to shift. Your life is not small. Your destiny is not average. Your calling is not casual. You were created for war and wonder. And now, the wonder begins. Heaven has already decided your victory. All you have to do is believe it. God is with you. Rest assured. Nothing will go wrong. You are safe. You are seen. You are surrounded. You are loved beyond reason. Trust God. Pray. The miracle has already started. Don't stop now. It's happening. I, Michael, servant of the Most High, stand before you now, not in anger, but in the fire of holy urgency. I call upon your soul, your attention, your heart. I am not here for everyone, I am here for you. And I speak these words because the heavens have stirred. The Lord has watched you, counted your tears, and waited for this very moment when I could finally say this clearly to you. You must listen to this. Too many times, you've delayed listening to the signs. Too many times, you've brushed off the voice that has been whispering in your spirit, the dreams that have repeated over and over again, the sensations you couldn't explain, and the strange delays and coincidences that weren't coincidences at all. It was us, it was me, it was God, it was your angels trying to reach you before it was too late. And now, I speak not to frighten you, but to wake you. You are not here by accident. You did not stumble upon this message. Your soul was pulled to it. There is something moving in your life that you cannot see yet, but we can. And the Lord has given me authority to shout this now with divine force. You are not alone. You are not forsaken. But you are in danger if you ignore this one last time. This is not the kind of danger the world sees, this is spiritual danger. The kind that slips into your thoughts when you think you're fine. The kind that slowly drains your strength, steals your joy, buries your destiny under layers of anxiety, distraction, self-doubt, and betrayal. There are things that have been said about you behind your back, plans made in rooms you've never entered. But heaven has heard. And I've seen it all. Someone is pretending to support you. They are smiling with you, laughing with you, even praying near you. But inside their spirit is an old, cold jealousy they've never let go of. And that jealousy is turning into a chain, trying to pull you down just before your divine rise. But listen, this is where it shifts. This is where your destiny steps into alignment. This is where you're given a choice. Open your heart right now and trust God. Or walk away from this message and let the enemy steal what is rightfully yours. God has not forgotten what He promised you. You have been faithful in dark seasons. You prayed when your hands were shaking. You smiled when your heart was breaking. You helped others when you had nothing left in you. And you wondered, has heaven seen it? Has God noticed it? Will anything ever come back to me? Yes. It's coming. But it's not coming through the way you expected. It's coming through an unexpected person, an unexpected open door, a sudden message, a stranger's help, a rerouted path. And I, Michael, declare, you must be spiritually alert, because the next few days will present a test. And in that test will be a moment that looks ordinary, but it carries eternal weight. I must tell you this clearly, you are closer to the miracle than you realize. You are not losing, you are about to win. But the moment before victory always feels the most confusing. That's why I was sent to speak now. There's a battle in the spirit world, and the enemy is furious, because you were supposed to break by now. You were supposed to give up. You were supposed to stop praying. But you didn't. And now all of hell is trembling because you are waking up to the truth that God has always been with you. When you were silent, He listened. When you cried alone, He sent angels to record your tears. When people betrayed you, He took notes, not to punish, but to vindicate. When your name was slandered, Heaven whispered your true identity. When you were overlooked, Heaven was preparing your elevation. I speak this now with divine conviction. There's a sudden breakthrough coming that will silence every lie spoken about you. There's a person who thought they had won against you, but God is turning it around. You will soon receive a message, a phone call, a sign that confirms this. And it will come suddenly. But you must believe. You must remain alert in prayer. Don't waste time begging for what walked away from you. Don't chase the things God removed. Don't question your worth just because someone else couldn't see it. God says, you are enough. You are worthy. You are chosen. You are ready. I saw you when you nearly broke. I stood by you when no one else knew the war you were in. And I bring good news. You didn't lose. You were protected. You were hidden. You were preserved for the right moment. And that moment is fast approaching. I must say this again so you do not miss it. Stop ignoring the inner pull. Stop delaying your prayer life. Stop dismissing the dreams you've been having. Stop saying, maybe later. The time is now. Heaven is not silent. God is not far. You are being guided with more intensity than ever before. If you open your heart fully to this word, you'll notice it. Something will feel different. That's not emotion, that's spiritual awakening. The kind that changes your path forever. And yes, I must warn you again.